Well, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Midwest Whitetail's Great Plains Show. And to say that the light switch has flipped would be a big understatement. Sweet November is finally here, and though that we've had some awesome kills so far this month, we're actually going to take a few steps back to the end of October. For many of the hunters out there, and probably the ones watching this, you knew that that really awesome cold front came through. So on this week's show, we're going to kick it off with the Epperson brothers. They have located and secured a new piece of property with Tyler Bellman. They have an awesome encounter with the biggest deer that's showing up on that piece. And then we're going to join Nolan Redeker. Same theme. He had very little action so far this month, made it happen, secured a new piece of property, and also had a good encounter of his own. Following that, we're going to go join Korey Wolfe. Korey and his family have obviously been a staple so far in the series this year, kicking things off in Greenland. Him and his brother had that awesome trip. Then he hunted with Monica. They were able to shoot an anniversary buck together. Hope shot her first deer with her bow. And now, finally, Korey got to put the bow to action using a decoy there in northern Missouri, and we're super excited to bring it your way. Just a couple of to-do things. First and foremost, we have partnered with Arctic Shield to host a Chasing November giveaway. And if you guys would like to enter, there's some really great prizes, and entry is super simple. All you need to do is go to Instagram, go to Arctic Shield, and then follow their link tree. There's a Chasing November giveaway spot right there, and then entry is very simple. Fill out the information, follow the partners who got involved with us, and go win some awesome prizes to kick off the best month of the year. So I hope you're having some great hunts. Appreciate you guys joining us, and I hope you enjoy the episode.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail. It's the evening of October 26th, and Avery and I are back in here on the brush farm in the same spot we were last night. We were wanting to get down to another part of the farm to hunt this evening, but there just wasn't a tree to get into. The wind was swirling really bad, so we just elected to back out. And the wind is actually exactly what it was last night. It was supposed to be more south-southwest, but it's coming more out of the southeast. So we're good for this spot. But this morning at 8:30, stick tight showed up just down here over my shoulder at the end of the CRP field on what we call the central scrape camera. We had two pictures of him, and it looked like he turned and went south towards the creek, but it's hard to tell. We don't have any more pictures of him. All the pictures we have had of him have been on this side of the farm. We were trying to maybe get in front of him and kind of guess and get down where we were going to go earlier this evening, but it just didn't work out. And in all reality, my gut is telling me to come here. I feel like he might have doubled back up into this thick bedding that we've seen several deer come out of. We got rain coming down on us a little bit here. It's real windy. We're going to get hunkered in, and it's warm again, but hopefully with these conditions, cloudy, rainy conditions, he'll step out and make an appearance. If he does, we're for sure going to try calling to him. He's a big bruiser, it seems like, so we're going to get hunkered in and hopefully lay eyes on stick tight tonight.
two bucks, Aidan.
There's one thrashing a tree right now.
That's not him. The one that's him is to the left of that buck thrashing that tree. Oh yeah, they heard it. Keep going. Don't move too much. Don't move too much. He's walking this way, I know that. Get ready. He's coming to check it out, I guarantee he is. He's trying to get downwind of us, so he's going to the left. He's gonna hit that trail and come up, I think. Hey, stop, don't move a bit. No, he can't hear it. He heard that. hoping to lay eyes on. I tickled them horns together.
threw out a few grunts. Next thing you know, Avery said he stood up in the CRP. He was probably 400 yards away. And he ended up sparring with another young buck. And I hit him with the grunt again and a little bit of rattling. And he came on a beeline right to us. He closed the gap to 150 yards. But never did get any closer than that, really. We had some does walk through. I thought he was gonna come up this trail. We lost him for a second. He came back out, worked a scrape. We thought he was gonna round this corner. We were shaking in the tree, waiting for him to. But I think he ducked off and went into that other field. There's really good thick bedding in there. I'm almost positive that's what he did. But nonetheless, that gets your blood boiling. We're excited, man. That is shaking like a leaf to lay eyes on him. Needless to say, we're going to be back in here after him. That's a very, very good piece of intel to have to further the chase for the buck we call stick tight. Just getting set up for round 3 in the same tree I've sat the past 3 sits. Don't love coming back to the same tree, but this spot has really good access. It's going to be interesting to see tonight if I see the does I saw last night. Last night I saw 15 or so does and fawns, and this morning just the one fawn. So I don't know if they got back in here real early this morning and got bedded down and just didn't move much with how windy it was or what the deal was, but I'm curious to see if they're in here again tonight. So we have had mature bucks on this camera in daylight in the evenings before, so with any luck we'll have one go by tonight. Beautiful night to be in the stand, Halloween night. Hopefully a good treat, no tricks, but you never know. So Big 9 is the one I'm after in particular, but this area is known to have a lot of good bucks in it, so anything could show up at any time. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll be a good night.
shooter encounter number one for me. And believe it or not, I actually know what deer that is. I actually have 3 sheds off that buck. And I mentioned I hunt this area, and there's a pasture I hunt to the west of here, and that's where I found all of his sheds, one of them being from last year, kind of a non-typical buck. Really cool deer. I'm gonna have to look at the footage of tonight and of actually 3 years ago. I think that's a buck that on my very first year of filming with Midwest Whitetail that I filmed on to my north here in this timber, not too far away from where I'm at now. Really cool deer. It's got a lot of points, so good to know he's in the area. Gotta be fairly old. He doesn't look real old, but with the sheds I found off of him, I know he's got to be at least 5, I would guess. Gave him a couple light grunts, and he didn't seem very interested. I hope I didn't ruin him for the future. There's a house to my south here, and it sounded like they had just got home and were closing the doors, and he didn't really like that. He kind of bounded off, so we'll see if we can see him again in the future. I don't think we will tonight, but it's good to see him and good to know he's in the area. Oh man, how can you not love this stuff? What a night. Probably one of my best hunts ever. I've seen 3 studs. One of them being the 9-point, the original 9 that we've been getting in here on camera. I saw him out in the bean field, like I mentioned. Just got a little snippet of him. I don't think you can really see him in the footage. Then we had that broken deer on camera as well. He is a stud. He's gonna be an awesome deer to hunt next year. He's got that one side all broke up. Just so, that's one of the best encounters I've had. Just, it's crazy. Just bolted right to the tree. I don't know what it was. Just awesome. That's got me so fired up, man. I'm definitely gonna be hunting this area hard for these bucks. Kind of like I mentioned, I could have rattled at those other deer after they kind of moved off, but I really want to play it smart on these. I know they're here. I know they're in the area. I probably grunted at that non-typical deer a little too much. I probably should have just left the one and could tell he wasn't interested. Shouldn't have pressed him too much, but what a night. This has got me so fired up. November 1st is tomorrow. We're just getting started. Man, it's going to be fun. A fun November this year. If it's anything like it was tonight, it's going to be awesome. So, gotta keep after him, and we'll see you in the morning. Decoys are a lot of work. A lot.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail, Great Plains Show, October 30th. It is my last day of being 40, so birthday tomorrow on Halloween. I'm hoping for an early trick or treat, hopefully a treat tonight. I came up to Deer Ridge. It's a long, narrow field, ridgetop field. It's got a couple fingers. I'm set up in between 2 of these fingers. As I was setting up the decoy, I had a doe come out in the field already. It looked like she was either being bumped around or something. I'm excited. I mean, it's like 40 degrees cooler than it was 2 days ago. Had rain the last 2 days. So if bucks aren't checking scrapes, they're going to be checking these large feed fields in the evenings. And I assume there's a lot of deer coming up to this. This is me and my brother's farm. I planted this in beans twice this spring. And then because of the drought, I planted it once and then drought and the deer pressure and everything. Didn't get a good start, so we replanted. That didn't take either. Never got any rain. So we planted Milo, and then we got 10 inches of rain on it in a week. And that's pretty much the rest of the rain it got. But so then we cut that for hay. So everything was completely cut off, completely consumed. And then I have not been back up here since I planted the wheat up here, and it looks great. It looks awesome. 20-acre wheat field. It's probably, 500 yards from one end to the other. I got a decoy here in the middle. And like I said, in between those 2 fingers. And hoping for some action today. Got some turkeys out here at the back of the field. So the wind is dying down finally. I'll be honest, I'm surprised I haven't seen more deer. Seeing those 3 early kind of got my hopes up, but really after they left, I've only seen one little buck. Fingers crossed, hopefully something comes out yet. I don't know about the shot. I think I smoked him, but I'm shook up. That looked like a big buck, a really big buck. I'm getting the shakes. I'm getting the shakes for sure. Oh, October 30th. Happy birthday, Korey. Tomorrow's my birthday, and I think I just killed a big buck. So I watched the footage back. And I'll be honest, he must have taken a step as I was getting my release hooked on, and I didn't realize his vitals were covered up by some leaves. Looks like I heart shot him. It's hard to tell with his vitals being covered up a little bit, but I'll go put it on the computer and watch it on a bigger screen. What do you think just happened?
You go to deer hunting.
I went deer hunting, and what do you think happened while I was deer hunting?
You got a deer.
You bet.
You got one?
I did.
Yeah!
Say congratulations.
Daddy! Woo! Woo!
Do you know that deer?
He's big.
The perfect 10?
Yes, he's big.
There he is. All right, so me and Dusty are gonna go check for blood. I didn't hear the deer crash, but I watched the footage back a few times now, and it could be back. It could be right in the heart. So let's go take a look and see. Up that tree. You can look on the major. Major light is not. No way. No way. That is crazy. You ever seen anything like that? There he is. Hopefully he didn't break his rack off there. Look, he hit that tree. It's insane. Big body deer, Dusty.
I'd help, but I'm getting too big a kick out of watching you.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Well, the deer didn't make it 100 yards. Looks like I made a pretty good shot, low in the heart. But you know, I was a little bit fooled by this deer just because I didn't realize which deer it was until maybe 20 minutes after I shot him. Tickled with this deer. I'm happy. I don't know how I could have a better year than this, shooting a muskox and a caribou, and Hope shooting her first deer with a bow, and getting to take Joshua hunting, and my wife Monica shooting her biggest buck ever. Just been a awesome year. This deer is a blessing to me, and you know, I thank God for making these beautiful animals, and you know, giving me the opportunity to come and chase them. So perfect 10 is dead, and I'm gonna get ready for the rifle season coming up, and hopefully I can take my mom to get a deer and have another couple successful hunts before the end of the year. But thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Great Plains Show.